paano yung, kasi kailangan niyo po talaga siyang ilipad sa daig no matter what on that day. So paano po ibinaba sa inyo ni PNP Chief Marbil na how did he say that to you na no matter what we need to fly the former president to the Hague and we need to implement the ICC arrest warrant?
Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Yun lang. Simple as that. Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Sagot ko lang, sir, bigyan mo ko aeroplano. O di ayos.
And then the rest, you planned everything.
Pero matagal na yan eh. Ang plano na yan, matagal na yan. Hindi yan spur of the moment eh. Matagal na yan.
Hello, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and sa buong mundo. Mga kababayan, this is my Simple Journey TV. So ayun na nga guys, panibagong video ni General Torre inilabas ni Senador Amy Marcos sa Senado sa pangalawang hearing. So ayun na nga guys, kung bago pa lang po kayo sa aking channel, paki-comment, like, and share naman po sa ating mga videos at paki-subscribe na rin po sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe. And mega love shoutout po kay Pinoy Vlogger PH. So sa kanya po galing ang video na ating re-reactionan. So dito natin malalaman kung talaga nga bang tagal nang nakaplano ang pag-aresto kay Tatay Digong or sinasabi nilang nagulantang lang sila dahil dumating ng alas 3 ng madaling araw noong March 11. Wala daw silang kaalam-alam.
Laksan lang natin yung volume, please. Attorney Dana, yung ating technical, please. Napakahina naman ng volume natin.
Paano yung, kasi kailangan niyo po talaga siyang ilipad sa daig no matter what on that day. So paano po ibinaba sa inyo ni PNP Chief Marbil na how did he say that to you na no matter what we need to fly the former president to the Hague and we need to implement the ICC arrest warrant?
Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Yun lang. Simple as that. Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Sagot ko lang, sir, bigyan mo ko aeroplano. O di ayos.
And then the rest, you planned everything.
Pero matagal na yan eh. Ang plano na yan, matagal na yan. Hindi yan spur of the moment eh. Matagal na yan. And
So ayun na nga guys, malinaw na malinaw, matagal na ngang nakaplano. So taliwas doon sa sinasabi nila na nawindang lang sila, bigla lang dumating noong March 11 ng alas 3 ng madaling araw. Galing mismo yan sa big ni General Torre. So ayon sa kanya na matagal nang nakaplano yung paghuli kay Tatay Digong. Yun na nga, walang silang ibang gagawin kung hindi isakay sa eroplano at dadalhin siya sa The Hague. Yun ang order sa kanila.
nagkataon lang na talagang yun, the opportunity arose.
Ayan, maliwanag, may Operation Pursuit, sabi nga ni General Torre, matagal na yan. Hindi yan spur of the moment. Inutos ni General Marbil, ang Chief PNP, and the operation was planned as early as January 2025. So hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na madalian at waring nakita ko bit-bit ni General Torre nung pumunta siya dito sa first hearing dahil pinagmamalaki nga niya na napakakapal nung plano niya. Ang Oplan Pursuit 80 pages. At maliwanag na ang PNO had prepared a secret plan, Oplan Pursuit, to detain PRRD, including scenarios of arresting him either in Manila or Davao. It also contained maps of properties of the former president, his partner, his allies, with arrows labeling the nearby streets where the PNP could access the property. Sana hihingi ako ng kopya nitong 80-page plan called Operation Pursuit. At gusto ko rin sana malaman, katulad ng sambayanan, kung kailan nag-umpisa to. Dahil obviously, itong Operation Pursuit was concocted weeks, if not months before March 11. Panay ang sabi nila, nagulantang daw sila nung dumating nung March 11 ng umaga. Pero
So yun na nga, di ba? Yun ang lagi nilang palusot na nagulantang lang sila noong March 11 ng alas 3 ng madaling araw. Pero ang totoo, matagal nang nakaplano. So ayun guys, kahit naman sino, basta napanood lang yung hearing at napakinggan ng maayos, kahit sino maiintindihan yun, hindi man tayo abogado, pero mayroon naman tayong tinatawag na sentido común. Mayroon tayong common sense. Napaka-imposible na hindi natin yun maunawaan at maintindihan. Ewan ko na lang sa iba kung magbubulag-bulagan pa rin ba.
Mukhang hindi naman yata totoo to. Hindi naman yung Interpol o yung diffusion notice na dumating ng March 11 ng 3 a.m. ang nag-umpisa nitong lahat, kundi nung nakaraang taon pa, Mayo pa lang, klarong-klaro na.
Nakaraang taon pa pala. So, nakaraang taon pa nakaplano. Lahat talaga, tama talaga yung sinabi ni John Vic Remulla na talagang nakaplano. Pagdating dyan sa Senado, nagkautal-utal na sila, baluktot-baluktot na yung mga pinagsasabi kasi nga, hindi na nila may depinsahan nga, nailabas na nila, nauna na sila doon sa media. Si Pinky Wave pa yung nag-interview. Maraming nakakakita, buong mundo nakakita noon. Kaya your word is against your words also. So, kinakalaban mo lang yung sarili mo. May naalala ako sa kasabihan na yan eh, yung isda daw nahuhuli sa bibig. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tama ba yun?
Chair, may I move that this committee issue a subpoena duces tecum to the PNP to produce that document?
Madam Chair, before you rule on that, did the cabinet secretaries also submit already the whole video? Kasi they said last time
Putol.
na they will submit their version of the whole video. Kasi I agree with Senator Bato that any piece of evidence that is not confidential or does not violate national security should be handed over so that we can be fair to them, diba? We don't want to come out with reports then sasabihin nila ay hindi yan yung nasa buong video, ay hindi yan yung nasa plano, diba? So maybe we can request them and then if they don't give it then we subpoena it. But I submit to you, Madam Chair, kung
Yes, I'm in full.
Yes po, Senator Alan, Peter Cayetano. Mas maganda nga yung buo kasi katulad nung nakarang hearing, sinabi po nila na ibang senaryo po yon. So mas maganda nga talaga yung buong video para at least hindi na nila ma-deny kasi nga buo yung video na yon. So yun lang po, mas maganda tuloy-tuloy lang po yung pag-iimbestiga para lalabas po ang katotohanan.
Agreement with both our senators, and certainly the comment that there was no plan until they received the Interpol warrant or diffusion order is highly doubtful. Pati yung New York Times, alam yung balita tungkol sa plano. Bakit tayo walang maibigay na plano sa ating komite? Pagkatapos yung complete video na hinahanap ni Senator Cayetano, tama po kayo. Hanggang
Madam
ngayon,
Chair,
hindi pa nabigay.
pero baka kasi kasama sa 80-page plan yung paghuli kay Senator Bato. So hindi talaga pwedeng ibigay muna sa atin.
Senator Bato, anong comment nyo dan?
I'm waiting.
Pagkapit ba?
So ayun simple lang naman yung response ni Senator Patoy patawa-tawa lang siya pero ang totoo niyan medyo kabado din yan. Joke lang, peace lang Senator Bato de la Rosa. So ayun, simple lang naman. Sabi niya, I'm waiting.
Hay tayo O sige. Ang liwaliwanag na meron talagang extensive and exhaustive plan, 80 pages. Then the administration was already anticipating the application for a warrant of arrest and the issuance thereof. It's also apparent there was some kind of communication and coordination with the ICC. It's well known that some officials of J as well as high-placed officials from other departments and from other branches of government already visited The Hague and perhaps even met the president of the ICC in Japan. So we are very deeply concerned about this contradiction in the claims. Kasi ang liwaliwanag na may communication and coordination na Tapos may sinasabi pang mga official channel through DOJ sa Dahig, backdoor channel. Bakit tinatago pa ng gobyerno? Tapos na to eh. Tapos na ito, hindi na siya national security issue. How could the administration have known for weeks, if not months, in advance that the ICC will issue a warrant of arrest if, as claimed by the Secretary of Justice, the country was not communicating with the ICC? Parang hindi ka panipaniwala na gulat naman tayong lahat. So
Madam
sana yan klinaro nila. Yes, Senator Cayetano.
On your point that feel free to interject, just on the point of ongoing investigations, o may kaso ba? I was really deeply disturbed and shocked when Secretary Boying Remulla told us that lahat nung this is my words so I will refer to the record naman sa eksakto niyang sinabi at yung terminology, but sabi niya, Senator Bato, nung huling hearing na parang lahat, and you might want to refute that if you have information, but sabi kasi niya lahat daw nung wrongful death po yung ginamit niya ay wala daw record, walang blatter, wala daw talaga. Tapos halimbawa may gunshot wound, tapos nakalagay cardiac arrest, di ba? I don't know if that is cardiac arrest because of I don't know, but ang point ko lang, na-surprise at na-shock ako because when I was in the cabinet, before kami mag-explain abroad, hindi binubunot sa hangin yon. Nagmi-meeting yan, whether with the DILG or whether with the Chief PNP. I have had several meetings with Senator Bato when he was Chief PNP and I was still a senator. Kasi hindi naman ako magsasalita dito na hindi ko muna tinanong sa kanya. So, aside from yung mga ni-reveal mo na very telling details, I think we owe it to the public. Yung sinabi po ng, let me frame it this way, no? Kung pro Duterte ka, you want accountability. Yes, but we want accountability here in the Philippines at yung tamang process. Kasi two wrongs does not make a right. If you are anti-Duterte, you also want accountability. But you also want to do it right. Because two wrongs doesn't make it correct. Meaning,
Yun talagang ano dun, hindi maitutuwid ng isang mali ang isa pang pagkakamali. So yun talaga yun. Hindi na tayo nagbabase doon sa pro-Duterte ka or anti-Duterte ka. Basta ang alo lang natin doon kung ano yung tamang proseso, yun ang dapat gawin.
ICC o kaya mag-change ng administration, balik na naman. So, whether you're pro or anti-Duterte, we want the rule of law, gusto natin tama. Last point lang, Madam Chair. Yung chilling effect, di ba? So, kapag yung pinag-uusapan whether yung warrant arrest sa mga cyber libel or, tignan nyo po ilang taon na ba? 2016, 2025. 9 years ko nang kadibate si Senator De Lima, just like some others of us, former Senator De Lima, 9 years, di ba? 9 years na. Usually, yung usual, 30,000 yan, 16,000. So nagsasagutan kami sa issue. First time na nagdebate kami 2-3 weeks ago, ang una niyang sabi, dapat yan si Cayetano kasama sa ICC. Di ba? And then after that, naglabas sila ng redacted. And then mayroon ding iba like former Senator Tria. Marami pang susunod dyan. So may chilling epekto. Sa akin okay lang kasi sanay akong akutin di ba? Sanay naman na ganun. But ang point ko lang, Madam Chair, that's why we have to get to the bottom of this. For example, in the case of Senator Bato, kailangan alam natin pagka may lumabas, can he have his counsel of his own choice? Can he be examined by a doctor? Pwede ba siyang mag-resist kasi wala naman Philippine order? Pwede ba siyang isakay bigla sa airplano? Mabigat yan, baka ma-overloading yung airplano. No? So, dinadaan ko lang po sa biro, pero hindi biro yung ito. Let me stop with one example, Mama. Kasi maraming progressive groups. Siyempre, dahil nga sa history kay President Duterte, so I'll assume good faith sa progressive groups. Assuming na human rights activists sila, assuming na may mga napatay na extrajudicial killing, naisip ba nung progressive groups na yan na pag biglang may nakitang hukay wherever in the Philippines, kahit sabi mo yung hukay na yan ay 20, 30, 40 years na, at may 50 nakalibing doon or 43, Katulad na rin lang nung kay President Duterte. Tapos ang sabihin nung kusino man, let's say retired military or retired intelligence officer, sir, mass grave nung komunista yan. Pinatay yan during 2012. Nung pinatay yan 2012, may ICC pa. Payag ba tayo na yung mga progressive group, pati yung mga congressmen na progressive group, ay bigla na lang kukunin, isasakay sa airplano, dadalhin sa Hague, na hindi sila makakapunta sa Philippine courts? So whatever kasi we decide here and whatever as a nation we decide, Madam Chair, is applicable to all of us. Di ba yung sinabi ni President Erap na weather lang yan? Kaya kailangan may batas. Para kahit anong weather, klaro yung karapatan mo. So let me stop there, but thank you for that intervention, Madam.
Maraming salamat. At meron ibang katanungan yung ating mga kababayan. At ito naman yung tungkol sa executive order ng US, ano? Noong March 28, ang sinabi ng gobyerno, ICC has no jurisdiction. Etong taon na ito, no? This is just the latest in a series of statements na ang ICC walang jurisdiction dito sa ating bansa. Gusto ko sanang tanungin ulit sa ating executive kung ang dating Pangulong Duterte ay nasa ilalim ng protected person under the executive order issued by the US President Trump, which imposed sanctions on the International Criminal Court. Kasi si Presidente Trump, hindi niya gusto yung ICC, di ba? Hindi nga nakilahok ang Amerika dyan. Under Section 8D2 of the EO, any foreign person who's a citizen or ally of the US that has not consented to ICC jurisdiction, o parang Pilipinas, over that person or state party is a protected person sa ilalim nung kay Presidente Trump. So ang Pilipinas hindi na state party at yung executive sinasabi naman na hindi talaga ICC ang may jurisdiction sa atin. Kaya gusto ko sana tanungin, si Presidente Duterte ba ay isa sa protected person sa ilalim ng executive order ni Presidente Trump? Non-NATO ally na former or current official. So gusto ko malaman kung si PRRD nga ay protected person sa ilalim ng executive order, sino ang mako-cover sa asset freeze under Section 1 ng executive order ni Presidente Trump? Pwede bang parusahan ang mga sumapi sa pag-aresto katulad ni General Torre? Anong mangyayari kina Garma at kina Leonardo? Kasi ang
Special mention talaga si General Torre kasi siya kasi yung frontline dun Siya pinakamataas. Sabi nga niya, wala nang ibang mas mataas sa kanya. Siya na yung mas mataas dun.
alam natin yung iba sa kanila at yung pamilya nila ay nasa Amerika na. Sakop ba sila nung executive order ni Presidente Trump? So yan ang mga katanungan natin kasi lumalawak itong pagsisiyasat natin. Umabot na sa US kung saan alam natin nagtatago sila. Kaya nag-aalala ako ano ba nangyari rito. So paano yun? Gusto ko sana ipaliwanag ng ating justice pero wala sila. Kaya justice lang po tayo. Pero importante po to.
Salamat sa panonood at ingat po kayong lahat saan man tayong sulok ng mundo naroroon. Lagi po tayong protektahan ng ating Panginoon. Saka God save the Philippines and bring him home our Tatay Digong. So God bless and more power po sa ating lahat.